YCN, your local view on WVBK-CA, serving Manchester, Londonderry, Vermont, and South Charlestown, New Hampshire, and WVBQ-LP, serving Charlestown, New Hampshire, and Rockingham, Vermont.
Coming up tonight on YCN, water pipes burst at Richard School in Newport, causing dripping damage. A Springfield man fights a rabid fox over the weekend. And we have hockey highlights and history of the Hanover-Concord rivalry. With more news, sports, and weather, stay tuned. It's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth-Lake Sunapee region. News, sports, weather, public affairs, and all that is happening in our area. The YCN News Hour, your local view.
Welcome to our Monday edition of YCN. I'm David Carmichael. A frozen sprinkler pipe that burst yesterday afternoon on the top floor at Richard School in Newport sent water cascading down through the lower two floors and right into the basement area, resulting in extensive damage. One official at the scene estimated the damage might run well over $100,000. The full extent of the loss, however, is not expected to be known until sometime this afternoon. At least 4 classrooms were heavily damaged by the water that leaked down through the ceilings into the old section of the school. According to facility manager Alan Chase, tomorrow the school will be closed and they are taking it day by day. They have isolated the areas of the school that have not been affected. When Joshua Gilman of Springfield got home from work last week, he had a fox on his front porch. After multiple attempts to scare the animal failed, Gilman went to his neighbor's house and returned with an ice chopper. He didn't intend to kill the animal, but rather just to shoo it away. The fox decided it was going to attack Gilman, and he stunned it with the ice chopper. The animal did test positive for rabies. According to the health department, there are hundreds of cases of animal rabies reported throughout Vermont during the past 10 years. Police are investigating a crash in Hillsborough that killed 4 people Sunday night. Investigators say a Subaru Forester and a Toyota Camry collided head-on after 5 p.m. when one of the vehicles crossed over the double yellow line on Route 202. The driver of the Forester, 69-year-old Richard Monahan, and his wife, 71-year-old Mary Monahan, were pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the Camry, 68-year-old Donald Robb, was pronounced dead at the scene as well. His wife, 62-year-old Brenda Mary Robb, was transported to a Boston hospital where she later died. Officers aren't sure which vehicle crossed the double yellow line first, but they said alcohol was not likely a factor in the crash. The roadway was shut down for more than 6 hours. Police say all victims were wearing their seatbelts. Senator Bernie Sanders has announced today to speak out against a proposed moratorium on large-scale wind power projects on Vermont's mountain ridges. Sanders says he also plans to introduce legislation in Washington to boost investments in wind and renewable energy. More than 100 people braved the frigid temperatures on Saturday to celebrate the opening of the new Lower Bentonsville covered bridge. The single-lane lattice truss bridge is modeled on its 140-year-old predecessor, which was swept away into Williams River on Tropical Storm Irene. A widely viewed YouTube video of the collapse picked by the media became a symbol of the devastation Vermont suffered in the storm. At the ribbon cutting, Vermont Congressman Peter Welch recalled the power of that image and Vermont's powerful response. For these stories and more, be sure to check out our website, like our Facebook page, and follow us on Twitter. The first person to send us a news tip that's local can get 1 free Ragged Mountain ticket. After the break, meet Sunapee's man behind the mountain, Bruce Daughtry.
The YCN News Hour continues in a moment.